Hi everybody, I'm Ernie and I love America. I love this country. Like I've said before, I love the history. I love everything about it. I've got a question for you. Every once in a while, I'm pretty hard on the liberals, and they do deserve it. But I try to give everybody a break once in a while. But this man, Kieth Olberman, this guy's a wreck, all right? And I'm not going to let up on this guy. I know he doesn't care personally, but it makes me feel better to let all of you know that he's such a damn idiot. I don't know what he's smoking these days, but he's smoking something really good. I mean, this stuff is keeping him high as a kite. When he delivers his speeches, it's reminiscent of Hitler, for God's sakes. I mean, he is so vile, so full of hate, so full of actually distress. You can see the distress in his face. My God, the man's going to have a heart attack right on MSNBC some night, you know. But his latest little farcical comments where he was comparing Fox TV and saying that they were worse than the KKK or Al-Qaeda. This guy, Kieth, is passing himself off as a journalist. We know he isn't a journalist. I mean, a journalist will at least give a sane opinion once in a while, but this man is always ranting, raving, and making a complete total ass of himself. I can't imagine any other journalist in the world even liking the guy. He's such a dweeb. Now, he has no real talent. It's obvious when you hear him talk. He's an MSNBC mouthpiece. He's a little puppet. And he's about as far left as you can go and not hanging on by your fingernails. And I think really that if you watch Kieth Olberman and believe his propaganda bullshit, you probably need psychiatric help. And you need great amounts of mind-numbing drugs, because that's pretty much what he does to you, is just numb your mind. Kieth really thinks that he is the new liberal prophet, but his vile and vicious attacks prove he's one-sided. The guy hates everybody. And saying he just has liberal views is really an understatement. Kieth spits out his opinions. Most personalities talk. They get a little excited, they get a little emotional, but Kieth spits and spews, all right? And this is another one, saying that Glenn Beck is more danger to America than a suicide bomber. There is no more proof that Olberman is an absolute nut case and he needs some help. He should be working in a Walmart somewhere, but certainly not as a greeter. Somewhere in the back where nobody can see or hear him. But to compare someone like Glenn Beck, and I agree with Glenn Beck sometimes I don't. But who would compare him to a suicide bomber someplace in New York City or Minneapolis or wherever? What kind of a mind comes up with that kind of crap? A really deviated, left-wing, radical, liberal mind is the kind of mind that comes up with that. And he can't even remember his own lies. He stated that on one of his shows, he said, "I did not suggest Senator Clinton leave the race." And then, a matter of hours later, he said the same thing. He said, "I think she should get out of the race." I can't remember the exact words, but he keeps saying that he never suggested she get out of the race. Kieth, get some help to keep track of your bullshit. Your lies. You're an absolute liar. Even with your passion, Kieth. Whatever you call that passion. I call it very close to vomit. Anyway, Kieth, you have no talent. You're a jerk. And you are a great big joke. You have no idea how many people laugh at you. What do you got? Maybe 500 viewers in the world? And we know where those viewers would probably come from. And like I said before, there are no journalists in this world that think Kieth Olberman is a journalist. He's a Marxist with a negative view of all the world and everyone who disagrees with him. His leftist, radical ideas filled with hatred of all things American. So I don't really care for you, Kieth. I didn't know if you understood that or not. But I don't care for you, Kieth. I think you're a jerk. And I think you're a little bit of an ass. And now he's going to be on Sunday Night Football. So there goes another good football program that most of us intelligent people won't watch anymore just because Kieth is there. Oh my God, can you imagine this guy? He's already been a failed sportscaster, now he's going to try it again. I got a question for you. What did John Edwards do that Bill Clinton didn't do? Is this a little more liberal hypocrisy, maybe? I don't know. Seems to me they both did sort of much the same thing. They just used different vessels, if you know what I mean. Did you know that Martin Luther King, one of the really great Americans in the history of this country, was a Republican? I'll bet you liberals didn't have any idea about that because you don't read things, you don't look up, you don't care. Martin Luther King was a registered Republican. Ask his family, they'll tell you. See, the man had brains. Not only was he a great leader, he had brains, common sense, a lot of things that you liberals don't seem to have. Most of you. There might be a couple of you that are pretty good. I just haven't seen a lot of you. Okay, let's get back to Obama for a minute, okay? What other political candidate do you know that has an Arab American and Muslim American outreach program? Only Barack Obama, or Barack Hussein Obama, however the hell you want to say it. And don't forget his coordinator just quit, a man named Mazen Ashbahi. He just quit. He said, I don't want to be a distraction to Obama. Yeah, well, thanks a lot. Right. Obama was educated. You know this? These are a couple of facts. He was educated in a radical Muslim school in Indonesia. He says he wasn't. He went to a Catholic school, but he was registered by his mother as a Muslim. Don't believe me? Search the web. And here's what you're going to find. A lot of great pictures of Obama dressed in the Muslim rags, okay? Obama said, America is no longer what it once was. I got news for you, Hussein. It's better than it was. Blacks have more rights. Poor people have television sets, big screen TVs, cell phones, and cars. It's better than it was, Obama. Wake the hell up and smell your roses. Give me a break, Obama. And here's a fact. Obama removed the American flag from his airplane. And now there are those of you going to tell you, well, he did it because it was copyrighted. The American flag is not copyrighted. It belongs to all of us. I can put the American flag on the hood of my car in any shape or form, whether it's the same flag American Airlines uses or whoever the hell uses it. I can use the American flag. In this country, you can even burn it if you want to. So don't tell me it's copyrighted. He took it off his airplane. I don't know why an American would do that. I don't know why a man who loved his country would do that. I don't know why he would replace that logo, except the fact that I don't think he likes his country. He wants to be the first American black Muslim president. That's what he wants to be. And by the way, there's not a whole lot of black there. About 6% of his heritage is black. The rest of it is all Muslim. Trust me. So my question in ending is, when will you liberals get the damn message and the idea, the truth that's in your heads that you won't let it out? This man hates his country. He just wants to have a little bit of power. That's all he wants. Wake up, smell the roses. Don't take my word for it. I'm just a little guy in mid-America trying to give you a little viewpoint here. But get off your asses and go research this man. No one knows anything about him except those of us who look it up. But you liberals are drinking so damn much Kool-Aid, your tongues are colored. Your brains are colored and your minds are colored. So get off your butts. Go find out who this Obama dude is. I don't think you're going to like him. All right? And for God's sakes, quit listening to Kieth Olberman. Mr. Heil Olberman. I mean, this guy, listen, watch some old Hitler tapes and then watch some Obama, or some Kieth Olberman tapes. You're going to see a likeness like you never saw before. All right? Both people hated democracy and America, by the way. Anyway, thank you for all your new subscriptions. Thank you for all the new friends I have. I appreciate that. Tell your friends, you know. Leroy the Liberal will be back one of these days. I don't agree with the guy, but I want to give equal space and equal time to my channel. So that's why I allow Leroy to get on here and spew some of his liberal dribble. Hey, thank you for watching and thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. God bless the American soldiers, the men and women who are serving our country right now, because they are keeping our butts safe. And don't you forget it. God bless this great nation. God bless America. And Nancy Pelosi, get your ass back in the House of Representatives. We need some voting done. Hey, thank you guys. God bless you.